Oh, music's going. At the garage. Going. Oh. So today, as you can see, we're going somewhere with the pit bike, and I finally got the parts in for some of the build series, not all of it, from tbparts.com. We got the first part coming out. I think I might split this video into 2 parts because there's just so much we got to put on, and it's going to take a long time to get everything put together and built. So yeah, we're going to get into the build series. I got to pick up Joe and head to Andrew's house. I know a lot of you guys enjoyed that last build series video where I put on the front suspension, and unfortunately, if you saw my video on Friday, I believe this video is going up Sunday, that we couldn't get the rear swing arm to go on. We could, but you had to like grind down and re-weld the mount onto the frame on the stock KLX. So we just said, screw it, I'm just gonna leave the stock swing arm on there and then get a stepper spring or a whole different shock for the rear end. And another question I saw a lot of you guys ask is, why don't you just swap out the motor and put it into the Pista Pro? Well, the Pista Pro isn't as reliable, like you can't really find parts for it. So yeah, we're just gonna transfer everything over to the KLX. That way I'm just gonna do everything on that and keep that, because I don't really need 2 pit bikes. There's no point in me having 2 pit bikes, so may as well just have one fully built and do it that way. Mainly because the only good part about those Pista Pro bikes is the suspension, and I mean, giving it the benefit of the doubt that it is a 140, sure it's faster and I wouldn't have to bore it out or do any of that. It's just I'd rather build my 110 and do a whole series on that and really make sure that everything's brand new, everything's good to go, and I don't have to worry about that failing on me or something going wrong. But yeah, there's the explanation on why I don't just put the motor in the Pista Pro. Really brought a camping chair so you can sit in it, Joe? Come on. I know, you're sick of sitting on the dirty stands, I understand. This kid, I'm telling you. So we just got the Andrew's house. I got the bike all unloaded here. It is really out of focus. There we go. So we got the bike unloaded. I got the parts over there. Andrew picked up a new CR125. Might be doing a build series on it, I don't know. His Suzuki, then he bought a new Yamaha 450 over here. I don't even know about that thing, why he's got that piece of junk, but yeah. All right, so the main build series today, as you could probably tell by the title, is we're putting the new clutch in and possibly the new carb. So thanks to tbparts.com, as you can see right here. If you guys want to check them out, their link is down below to check out anything for pit bikes. They have every single aftermarket part. Anything that you see here, you can get on tbparts.com. So definitely check them out. They have pretty much any little mini bike parts that you would ever need on their website. We got the 26mm carb right here, and then we got the whole kit. Comes with everything ready to go, everything you would need to put the new carb on there. And then we have the foam filter for it. So it's just a basic clamp-on filter right there. Forgetting the main thing. I don't know where I put the... Then right here we got the case that's got to go on there, along with all the cables. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's build. So a lot of you guys already saw on my Snapchat, if you guys had me added on Snapchat, it's just T Monagan 188. And on there you'll see kind of behind the scenes stuff like as I'm doing it. But you would have seen that I already got these parts like a few days ago. And yeah, if y'all... Yeah, Joe, it's on the other side, wrong side. Anyways, follow me on my Snapchat. My Instagram is T_Monagan. It's probably on the screen right here or in the description. And yeah, other than that, I don't really use any other social media. I mean, just Snapchat, Instagram, like everybody else. But what are you doing?
No, we're not.
Taking off the graphics?
No, you jackass. I'm blackening up the goddamn thing.
Is there gas in there?
Of course there is. When it's your time, it's your time, Joe.
I don't want to fucking die.
Okay, it's starting to bubble.
That's safe. That's real
safe. It really
safe.
is.
All right, so we're gonna get the oil all drained out of here before I take this case off so it doesn't go everywhere and me hate my life. So yeah, we're gonna get it all drained up. All right, we got all that oil draining out. It's gonna be a little bit before that gets all drained. We got Joe sitting on it as our makeshift stand. And yeah, wait for this to drain up. All right, so first step to this is take the Kickstarter off, make it a little bit easier. Take this out, should just slide off. All right, we got the Kickstarter off, and now we're gonna start taking this apart. I should be able to get underneath to get all these taken off, but yeah, what is that? Start to take these off. Some of these are a little bit stripped, so hopefully I can get them off. I wish these weren't Phillips, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, they're actually coming off pretty easy. Probably just jinxed myself though. Let's get them all cracked loose. I actually did this before because when I bought this bike, the reason I got it so cheap was because it was leaking a lot of oil around here because the seal was bad. He didn't know that, and it wouldn't start. But I find out it just wasn't grounded properly because he painted the frame and it wasn't, they didn't sand off the little part, so it was like directly grounded. It was just on the paint, so it wasn't getting sparked to the spark plug. A long time ago I did a build series on that. Not a build series, I was putting new plastics on it, but a long time ago I built a little TTR 90 and then traded it for this. Buy you ice cream, I really will. On the way home I'll buy you ice cream. It doesn't matter if it's 40 degrees, I'll eat ice cream in the winter. It's fine. You don't want to get too cold. Doesn't want to get too cold. Alright, so as you guys can see, or like I talked about, Andrew bought a CR125, I think it's like an 03, for $300 off Craigslist. He's always the buying new bikes all the time, but this one is pretty beat. Like, the piston was just clapping around in there. Actually, there was no piston in it. Somebody just slapped it back together, threw it, I don't even know. They just threw it back together, didn't put a new piston in it. There's no rear swing arm bearings, there's no bearings in the whole thing. It's all taken out, all gutted. And I don't know, I think it's screwed.
That shit that bad.
Yeah, the cylinder off right now to really see what's going on inside and if it's totally screwed, because I wouldn't be surprised if the whole thing's just grenaded because it was thrown back together based on all the other stuff on the bike. I mean, it's not in terrible shape, but the way it was rigged back together, I wouldn't be surprised. How is it?
Man.
Oh, she's fucked.
It's chipped
Well, it's
right there, if
cracked
you can
too.
see on the inside, and it's cracked, so this thing's toast.
It's not toast.
It's not toast, but you're gonna have to buy something you didn't expect now. And the lower end has water in it, or it might just be from outside, I don't know. But either way, it's got water in the motor, so. You know, water in the motor usually isn't good. You're not supposed to have water in your motor. Loose in the front, but not the back. We're making a little progress. It's dripping oil all over the ground. And the brake's in the way. I gotta take the brake off right here, that way you can clear it and get it off. I didn't notice that when I was doing it before. All right, we'll get this brake taken off, and this should be the last thing to get this thing all taken apart, at least. I think the foot peg mount's in the way now too. Having some little difficulties right now. Alright, so in order to get the case cover off, I gotta take the whole foot peg mount off because I think this is a little bit bent up from when I crashed it a few times, and it's not letting me get it off because it's rubbing up against the case right there. So we're gonna unbolt these, and they were already pretty loose, so it kind of scares me that if I didn't check this that it would have broken off when I was jumping it or something. So it's kind of good that I had to take it off. Literally like finger tight on there, so it kind of scared me a little bit.
Finger loose.
Should slide right out. There we go. Set that aside. And this should come off now. Should come off. Yep, here we go. And there we go. We got the whole cover taken off. Yeah, I know, it only took me an hour. Alright, cool. So we're gonna get the new case all put together, get the new seal on there. I think, yeah, this thing's totally ripped off. So we got a new one of those we're gonna throw on and get the whole clutch and stuff assembled. Making a little progress. But here's the new cover. It looks nice with the little bling bling red anodized part right there. Nice and fresh. Alright, so for this case to work, we're getting rid of this whole unit right here. So we gotta get this off to put the spacer on. And yeah, that's what we're working with right now. Alright, we had to break this bad boy out to get it off. Yeah, it's just the plates, I think.
Oh, that's all it's
Yeah, it's just that, and then you just put the ring on there, I think.
You're probably right.
Should be fine.
I want to get something perfect. Bucket.
Should. Alright. Trying to figure out this spring on the clutch. There we go, we finally got it to work. We thought it went inside, but we weren't really sure. Those are super tight in there. So now we're just test fitting the cover on there to make sure everything lines up before we fully do everything and like get it done. So we're just putting one screw in because it won't press on properly because it had a new rubber piece on the inside, so it probably just has to stretch a little bit for it to fit perfect. All right, so I'm helping Andrew with his CR125. We're trying to pull the whole motor out and swing arm and get it all taken apart so we can get the parts all ordered tonight. But as far as the pit bike right now, I'm gonna go home and look up what I have to do because we couldn't get it to fit properly with all the right things and like how the actual clutch system works. So I'm gonna go home, look it up tonight, and then come back tomorrow and try to get it all.
Yeah, just cut it out.
And try to get it all figured out so we can do it all at one time. It's coming out. Ow, bastard! You are.
There it is. Oh, hold on. You're gonna throw that right back in there.
There it is. There it is. You just gotta finagle it out, you know?
No. You motherfucker. Shoot him, put the carburetor up, but
She's just ripping stuff out now. He doesn't care.
thank you. Wait.
Oh, a little more finagling. It's out.
Finagled it out.
Finally out. Just throw it on the ground. Alright, so like I said, we're leaving this as is. I'm gonna figure out what the problem is, but we just can't figure out how it actually grabs onto the clutch because we took this piece off, all this out of here, but we don't know how it all lines up properly. Gotta get everything planned out for tomorrow.